Right, well, good morning everyone. I'm here up in the Highlands, ready to climb the very first of the mountains, which is Ben Nevis, we're going to start with. Then we're moving down to Scarfell Pike in the Lake District, and then we're going to be going down to Snowdonia to finish off with Snowdon. So this is the tallest out of all of the three peaks that we're starting with first of all, so it's going to be the hardest. I've been given quite a lot of confidence actually, because the very first part that we have to climb is apparently one of the steepest parts of the mountain, and it's referred to as Heart Attack Hill, so that's filled me with a lot of confidence, I have to admit. So that's where we're going to be starting off with. You can probably see the beautiful scenery that I've got just behind me. It is the most beautiful place that I've ever visited. We're not actually, this isn't Nevis behind me, we're literally just outside sort of the hotel room at the minute. We're going to be leaving only about half an hour's time to go to the mountain. I'll be giving plenty of updates throughout the whole challenge, so you can see exactly how I'm doing, what sort of whereabouts we are, track our progress. The plan is that we're going to be starting roughly there or thereabouts 8:30 this morning here on Saturday, so we'll be finishing. Let the cars go past. We'll be finishing 8:30 on Sunday is the plan. That's when we need to finish off for. I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to every single person who has donated during this challenge. It's been a real journey for me. It's a bit of a shame to sort of see it coming to an end, but really excited for it now. I can't wait to get going. Had all the safety briefings and everything we need, so just need to sort of get going and doing it now. Like I say, plenty of updates, but thank you so much. We've raised this incredible amount of money to go towards the vulture projects, all sorts of projects that we're doing with the vultures. It is going to be helping, so thank you so much. And hopefully by watching this, if you haven't donated, then please, anything that you can give, it really will go a long way. And no doubt halfway through I'm going to be kind of tiring quite a lot. I'll be very tired. The fatigue's going to be setting in, and any donations that come in during the weekend, it will definitely give me that little bit of a boost. And also any messages that anyone's got, please do send them in, because it really will give me that little bit of confidence boost as well and keep me going. So yeah, thank you very much for being with me along this sort of journey and this challenge. And yeah, I look forward to sending you plenty of updates throughout the whole challenge. So this is it, top of Ben Nevis now. Really happy with how far I've got. So tired, it's unreal. Yeah, definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. But happy that it's the hardest out of the three, to get that one out of the way first. Don't know if you can see, but we have got snow everywhere. Just absolutely everywhere. It's thick snow from about 3/4 of the way up. It's -7, -8 at the minute, so yeah, really cold. So layered up about halfway through, started in a t-shirt, finished off in fully out, several layers, doing really well. So now just got to do the descent and then on to Scarfell Pike. Okay, right, well, at the minute, it's good afternoon everyone. So I know video updates and pictures and everything with the Three Peaks Challenge, they kind of faded out a little bit, and I wasn't sort of posting as much. Now, there's a really good reason for that. Now, after Ben Nevis, which went really well actually, I was really happy with my 4 hours 45 minutes that I did it in. Then it was about 20 minutes from the peak of Scarfell Pike, which we were climbing. We started climbing at about 9:30, so it was head torches on, really dark. So not really the best place for pictures anyway, to be honest. I got hit with a serious hip injury as we were doing it. Started to feel a little bit bad sort of 20 minutes or so before that. Sort of slight twinges in it, starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable on the hip. I was starting to go a bit slower. And then, yeah, sort of like I said, about 20 minutes from the peak or so, it just was terrible. Really excruciating pain in that hip. And it got more vertical and steep on the final ascent to the summit. So we took the decision to basically retreat from the summit. So I went back down the mountain. So I didn't make it all the way to the peak. Went back down to hopefully recover, let the hip heal over half an hour or so till the rest of the guys arrived, and also on the 4.5 hour journey it takes us to get to Bagner in Snowdonia in order to get to Snowdon. When I got there, it wasn't much better. To make things even better, I had cramp in both of my calves, but the hip wasn't any better either. But I didn't want to stop. I wanted to carry on. I wanted to try and commit as much as I could to the challenge itself. So I set off on the way up Snowdon and made it to halfway, about 500 metres, 600 metres roughly there or thereabouts at altitude, into the mountain, and I couldn't carry on. There was another guy as well who picked up an ankle injury. Both of us, we were really suffering, and I literally just in sheer pain. I was using two walking poles as almost like man-made crutches, almost to lift myself up the rocks. I was praying for flat bits, which we had a few of, which I was really happy with Snowdon, but all the bits we had to climb, particularly as the sun was rising and it was still quite dark, yeah, it was really tough. And I knew I wouldn't make it all the way to the summit, and also I didn't want to aggravate the hip even more. Now, you guys won't know this, but I was actually born with a rare form of hip dysplasia, and because of my form of hip dysplasia, it meant that a number of years ago I actually had operations on both of my hips in order to have metal work put in there. So I have metal work in the bone and the muscle in both my hips, which hasn't given me any grief for a number of years, but it's just typical. This challenge, Ben Nevis, I was absolutely fine, no pain in the hip at all, but again, one of the guides said sometimes you push yourself to do it under the 5-hour target, you get there, you've exerted too much energy, and you get starting going up Scarfell Pike, which is definitely the steepest out of them all, and that lifting yourself up all those rocks just is too much, and it just strains yourself so much. So I think that's what I'd done. I didn't want to risk damaging the hips even more, especially with the metal work that's in there. I didn't want to risk that, so I had to kind of decide whether I just try and be a hero or I take the advice of all the guides and retreat off of Snowdon, which I did. So like I say, got halfway up Snowdon, had to retreat off that purely because of the hip injury. I'm really gutted because I was doing so well on Ben Nevis. I thought, this is it, I've got this, and all the months of training, and then to get this injury, I'm absolutely gutted. I am walking at the slowest pace I think I ever have in my life at the minute. I've literally just got home this second, now I'm making this video. Literally just got back from the train station, back to my home in Wiltshire. So I'm just going to rest up now, and I need some serious rest before I'm back to work. So yeah, really just going to rest up now. Thank you to every single person who donated to the cause. It's just fantastic, and all the comments as well on the Facebook, Twitter, everything like that. I was definitely checking up on those throughout the whole thing. They definitely kept me going, especially after Scarfell Pike when I was feeling really low, gone many hours without sleep, incredibly painful in my hip. Yeah, all of the comments really kept me smiling, so thank you to every single person that commented on the pages, and also to everyone donating as well. So massive thank you. I'm really gutted that I didn't manage to do it for you guys, but as I say, I'd like to think that without this injury I could have done it, but yeah, it's just a real gutting thing that that the injury hit when it did, and so close to the peak as well, and just before the hardest part of Scarfell Pike. But thank you, honestly, every single person, keep updated. This is all the information that you need from the last two. Like I say, I haven't got really many pictures. Scarfell was in the dark. I will be sending some pictures of Snowdonia around the area, but yeah, we'll kind of, please do, like I say, keep up with Ben's challenge as well. Just in a few weeks time he's got his charity skydive, so keep up, you know, watching on the Facebook page, on Twitter, and there'll be everything up there about Ben's challenge as well coming up soon. So thank you very much again to every single person for donating and keeping me motivated and keeping me going throughout the whole thing. Yeah, just a massive thank you, because you've kept me smiling throughout the whole thing, so thank you.